and then I let the crowds, sing the last part of it, and that was awesome, man. It just felt like for 4 or 5 minutes, you didn't think about nothing. It was just you were in that moment, and it was like, darn, man, this is awesome. This is what we live for. This is what you go to sleep and dream about.
Don't you love it? What's happening? Music scene. Tim Flanagan, Eric Dunlow. Tony, you're missing out on a great show,
We miss you,
Bubblicious.
TJ.
I know, right? It's crazy
Yeah.
stuff. But anyway, he had a family thing going on. So I heard you got somebody was chasing you down for touring up and down the East Coast.
Yeah, dude. It's four booking agents that book up and down the East Coast, from like Atlantic Beach, South Carolina and stuff, and up to, kind of Southeast Virginia. And I got a phone call the other day, which we played Morris Farms in Currituck a couple Sundays ago, and the owner of the Eagles Nest in Chesapeake was there. Well, he sent me a message the next morning. He said, "Look, man, I really enjoyed your performance. Loved your song selection. If you would ever be interested in playing for us, give me a call." So I called him right away. We got booked in there. Same day, I get a call from Greenville. I'm like, "What's this?" I was like, "All right, it's a scam call."
It could be.
Picked up, "Hey guys, this is Lee Shaver. I just want to talk with you. A lot of people have put in good word about you. A lot of people, pumped you up, and I'm kind of booked up in Greenville, right now. But what do you have available? Because I'm gonna try to get you in a couple shows and stuff." So, I told him a little bit about what we do, the songs we do, my songwriting, where I played at, the shows I played. He said, "Man," he said, "you sound like a great guy, and I can't wait to work with you. We're gonna put you in King Max, which is a new restaurant that we've opened up. It's pretty much like the Buccaneer, but it's at Morehead City." He said, "We're gonna put you there. We're gonna put you at BT's. If you do good in them, then we'll put you in the Buccaneer next year. Without hands down." He was like, "And I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard from you, you're gonna do awesome." So I was like,
Good
"Man,
for you.
I really appreciate it." And he put me down there, and we're playing a back-to-back show December 1st and 2nd. We're playing December 1st at King Max. December 2nd, we're playing BT's. We're staying down there the whole weekend. We're going to party, man. It's going to be an awesome time.
Sounds it.
So,
One of these days, I got to be your roadie and just kind of hang out with you guys for
yeah, dude,
a couple
anytime, man.
shows.
Anytime, dude, anytime.
So, do you remember Woodland Stock?
I do.
That was
I
fun.
do. I remember the songs that I did. To be honest with you, that was like one of the first pretty big shows I did.
With about 50 people.
Yeah, yeah. It was like my first big outside show. I was like, "Yeah, man." We got there. I was like, "Well, this is still cool,
It's still cool. We all had fun. It was like a big
It
party
was,
amongst
man.
artists,
I think we slept through the truck a couple times, didn't
Yeah. Or did you go to the bus? Remember the bus?
we? Yes, I do remember the bus.
Whatever happened to Bill?
I don't know.
I mean, he just like disappeared off the planet, man.
I,
Bill Wall, if you're out there, yo, man, we still love you.
yeah, I
And
mean,
we remember the bus.
we do.
So,
I remember pieces from the bus.
oh my God. So let's talk a little bit about you got some music coming out.
Yeah, man. I got my first EP coming out. I haven't really picked a date yet, but I do know it's going to be sometime this summer. It's featuring four new songs. Some of them are kind of rocky, more of the country rock, harder stuff. And then I got one first responder song that I'm coming out with, and then another, two country songs. One I've already released, Grandpa's Porch, if you haven't checked it out.
I love Grandpa's Porch.
Yeah, man. Grandpa's Porch was a pretty cool song for me, man. I wrote about my granddad, and it's just, that's what's been since then, man. And I don't play as often as I should have, but releasing the new EP, we'll start playing pretty much a lot of our originals now.
Well, you sent me, I believe, 3 songs off of that EP, and
Yeah.
I really got to get that on the radio with
Yeah.
a new brand of music. That's where I like to talk about all
Right.
the locals. It's just local music or independent artists. But all right, you know what? We got a great show. We're going to bring in our next guest, Pam Taylor. You've seen her on the last of our couple shows that we have had. Is she you? Oh, You're muted.
I got you.
Oh, there you are. I did that to you before. Your
Hey,
turn.
we'll do it all over again. How y'all doing?
What's up?
Oh man.
Happy to be here.
It's almost like we just talked a few minutes ago,
I mean,
but it's been like months.
Yeah, before my California trip. Yeah.
Which, all right, tell us about your California trip.
Well, it was the first time I'd actually had a vacation. I can't even remember. Every time we travel, it's always for gigs or something to do with music or business. And so this was the first time it was just complete pleasure. And I had 2 weeks right on Redondo Beach. We had a condo right on the pier. It was just what the doctor ordered. I will say that. And I met a lot of really cool people. Got a new tattoo.
There you go.
Yeah, I had a sound bath. I don't know, some hippy dippy shit, my daddy would say, but I had it was just complete
shit.
Some hippy dippy shit. I'm into that. And yeah, I think I had 3 massages. I had a pedicure. Like I did all of it was a relaxing
massage. I
Yeah,
can use
well,
Deep
where-
fish, you really get in there.
Well, no, these ladies walk on you. This
I've
was
had
an
that done
eye
before at the
massage.
Sun-Gold Massage
I
Parlor.
walked
Oh,
in there and they had
Jesus.
bars on the ceiling. I took a picture. I was like, it's about to get business in here, because
Look,
she bent me up like a pretzel.
Yeah.
She bent me up like a pretzel, but I needed it. Yeah. So it was amazing. We did some really cool things. I went to a friend of mine that lives out there. It works with inner city youth with art and music, and they had a fundraiser art gala, and it was like a red carpet event, and it was actually on my birthday. So we got to do that and be a part of that. That was really awesome. I think it was probably, I've had some amazing birthdays in my life, but this 2 weeks was pretty, it was up there.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Happy late birthday.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
She's
I tend
only
to celebrate all
29.
year.
Yes. I won't tell you how old I'm going to be my next birthday. It's
32,
scary.
dude.
Yes, 32. I've been dreading 32 for a long time.
I don't know why he says that. It was 31 last year.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what happens when you get to a certain age. You start counting backwards.
Yes, indeedy. So those of you watching the show, let's give you a little taste of Pam Taylor. Pam, you got a video in queue.
Yeah. So this is a live performance, and it's funny because we were auditioning a drummer for a tour.
I forgot to bring Josh on.
Josh, bring him on.
Yeah, hold on. We got to get Josh on. There he is. What's up, buddy?
There he is.
Hello. How y'all?
Welcome.
What's up, dude?
Yeah.
Nothing much. I'm glad to be here.
Yes,
Happy to have you.
Yeah.
So Joshua King, I kind of known since he was knee-high in diapers almost. He usually was hanging around the table wherever his sister's parents were hanging out. Do you remember you know the King sisters, Eyes of Emmeline?
They were actually part of the multi stuff.
They were Elvis alive. I mean, It was Joshua, his sister Amanda, Jessica, and Emily. Of course, it was written and produced by his father.
Yeah. I hate I missed it, dude, man. I had shows and work, and man, I really hate I missed it, man.
I'm a huge
The
Elvis.
video is on rumble.com under the Gallery Theater and a
rumble.com.
That's right.
Yeah, y'all gotta go check that out. It was really fun, man. I've been in a few productions at the gallery.
Yeah, man, I'm a big Elvis fan. Like, I grew up listening to Elvis, like the Aloha from Hawaii or whatever, the series or whatever, man. I can't tell you how many times I watched that as a kid growing up. Like, with the, I'd take like a towel and put it over my shoulders and act like I was Elvis, out there, like, yeah.
Eric, I had it on 8-track.
Oh,
God. I had it on DVD.
They're giving away my age.
I had Kiss Alive's first album on the 8-track. Josh, what were you saying about the show?
I was saying I had been in a few of the performances at the Gallery Theater and stuff, but Bedroom Farce, that was the very first theatrical anything I've ever been in like that. But doing this Elvis show, it was really special. I hadn't even really known much about like Elvis. I hadn't really been into him that much, but once we did this whole thing was written, we got like so immersed into it, and I like after doing the practices and everything, I just went and like watched a whole big long portion of like the whole 68 special and just kind of like divulged into like all the Elvis lore or whatever you want to call it. I learned a lot about him. It was really fun.
Oh yeah.
He got Drew into the pelvis.
I've been to Graceland 4 times.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Josh, what's your favorite Elvis song?
Actually, there's this one I found. I think I found it just by accidentally scrolling. Let me figure out the name of it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's not like one of the most known ones, like Jailhouse Rock or nothing like that.
Yeah. Well, that's
It's
how
probably-
man. I always pick the songs that won't like their number ones. Like that's the ones I
Yeah.
think are better than the number ones. Is the
The
ones
B-sides.
that barely make it, like barely make it on the record. It's like, damn, dude, that's your best one. Like,
I Want You, I Need You, I Love You. I like that one.
what's your favorite Elvis song?
Oh my God, probably Jailhouse Rock, All Shook Up. I mean, I you know what? It was that show he did that, you know, I forgot about Elvis. I forgot about the songs. And then the video's on Rumble, but it's not really a tribute show. It's a play about a family and what Elvis means to them.
Yeah.
You guys were amazing. Just amazing.
Thank you.
Man, what do you think your favorite Elvis song is?
Well, I cover Burning Love.
That's my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah, that's a good one.
That
Burning
one,
Love.
and if I could, or what's it? I Can Only Dream, or If I Could Dream.
If I Can Dream. Yep.
That one, man. That one really
Powerful.
like that one almost gives me goosebumps when I hear him sing that one, man.
It's Suspicious
it's
Minds
phenomenal.
too.
It's the build up, you know, and just what the meaning behind the song is. It's like, damn, you know, it's like, wow.
Let's give some love. Patrick Suarez. He's actually the chief of the Meherrin Indian tribe here in Ahoskie.
Was he the one?
What's up,
He was the
Patrick?
one.
What's
that-
up, dude?
part
Oh,
of our
hey, Patrick.
multicultural
I met him,
event.
dude. I met him. He's awesome.
I was up there.
What's up,
dancing.
what's up, brothers? I'm a sister. Josh is like, I can't take that.
He's like, what? It's because he's drinking the hard stuff. That's what's going on here.
He's doing the dude.
He's doing the do.
Oh, reliable.
All right, so let's play a little music, Pam. I'm sorry I interrupted you earlier.
No, it's all
but
good.
We didn't bring
didn't
Josh
wanna-
on, so
We didn't want to leave him out.
no.
But yeah, so this is one of the latest live versions of me with a power trio, which is the way I've been touring probably the last 6 or 7 years. And we were auditioning for a new drummer for this particular tour, and this is our version of Voodoo Child that we did for a fundraiser event. Check it out.
Awesome. Here we go. Yeah, right? Air it up. Yeah. Stop.
Wow,
Good job. Good job.
that was incredible.
Awesome.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, hold on. Let me remove the right one. Oh, I did it right. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful.
I was half
She has been
expecting.
present for many of my boo-boos as we.
Good job, Pam. You guys are awesome.
Oh my God, she's muted. All right, you're mute.
That was my boo-boo, so you don't feel bad.
That's two boo-boos. Uh-oh.
No, it's like you don't even want to tell them about your boo-boo.
Like the
Our
one where
first.
we recorded the whole show and
We
I
had
didn't
a
did that one night.
wonderful
You did.
show.
No, don't let
Yeah.
it fool you. He did it with me one night. We did a whole set, and you were like,
No,
"Oh,
Tim.
I might not have hit record on that." I was like, "Well, let's do it again."
That was the same show, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
his video was up there too. Tim, we love you, man.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, everybody loves Tim.
Right?
Yeah. Anywho, what were you saying? Something about something. But you said I forgot to tell them something, and I'm like, it's not too late.
What I had mentioned to you earlier about the Battle of the Bands that we were in.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we played the Battle of Bands April 27th. It was 7 bands, I think. Oh, it was a lot of bands that entered it and stuff. And we got picked in the top 7. We went on 3rd. Bruce and then Scooch, they played first.
Oh my God, I know what you're
Scooch,
talking
yeah,
about. I
Scooch,
advertised the
Bruce,
event,
yeah,
but
man.
I didn't go.
Yeah, Bruce and them played first, man. They did a kick-ass job, man. Awesome, man. Bruce, if you listen, I love you. Ashton, all y'all, man. I love you guys so much. Kicked ass. The band Hostile Within, it was a rock band. They went on second. I mean, nailed it. Nailed it. They were the ones that, well, I'll get to that at the end. We went on third, kicked ass. Every band that played was just awesome, man. Just hands down, it was a tight race to the very end. And they had, they went live for one song per band and was like, your votes count online, your likes, your shares, all that stuff tallies up at the end, along with the judges' scorecard, whatever. Well, it's such a close call at the end. They said we're going to decide on two winners. We're going to have two winners. We're going to have a inside winner, and we're going to have an online inside winner. So Hostile Within, they beat us by 5 points. They got the inside winner. We won the online votes along with the crowd reaction. We got, we tied. I guess you could say, like they told me, they're like, man, you tied for first. Both of you guys, y'all are both the winners. So that happened, man. That was, I went in there hands down, knowing I was just there. I had no idea I was going to tie for first. I had no idea that we were going to shock the people like we did, man. But when they say your name and you hear, the building just, it's like, whoa, like where did that come from? I was not expecting that, man. So anybody watching, that was online sharing the Facebook post and liking and commenting, man, without you guys, I would not be where I am today. I would not be where I'm going.
Here in Tim's studio, that's where you're at.
I would not be here without you guys. So thank you guys for every single thing you guys are doing and continue to do and have done. Without you guys, man, I wouldn't be who I am. My band wouldn't be where we are. Thank y'all so much for every single thing, and I love you. So that's all I got to say about that.
A lot of your fans actually are subscribers to our Rumble. They're the ones that put our views up to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
What's happening in entertainment, baby? I need to get shirts. You can get shirts made.
I have shirts made. I just forget to wear them.
You haven't gave me one.
All right.
I'll wear on stage.
Really? All right. That's it.
I need to send you a Pam Taylor and the Flying V's t-shirt.
Oh, all right. I'm in.
I feel you though. On back in 2019, I was telling Tim about this. I entered a contest type of thing, like you were saying. Except mine was for YouTube. There was this big YouTube channel back in 2019 called Unus Annus. It's gone now. The word Unus Annus stands for 1 year in Latin. Basically, the concept of the channel was upload a video every day for a year, then delete the channel. Kind of like some subliminal message type of thing. But basically, they held a contest. It was kind of goofy. They destroyed a van of one of the members of the channel. And it's Markiplier. I don't know if you've heard of him. Famous YouTuber.
Yeah, I think I have.
Mm-hmm. Well, they destroyed his van for a video, and it was really funny. And then they said that they were going to hold a contest for somebody to write a song, basically for the funeral of the van. It is really goofy, but they gave everyone 1 week to upload a video, write a song, and everything. And winner would get professional.
Pressure, right?
Yeah, no pressure.
Pretty much, exactly. 1 week to upload, write a song, have it uploaded. They were going to pick it. And so I was watching it and I was like, man, I think I got to do this. So I went, did the contest, everything. I took like 6 days and I was just dead in the water. I had no ideas. I couldn't do nothing.
It always
I had
comes out the last second, right?
For real. I took like 3 or 4 days, just garbage ideas. But it was like the last 3 days I came up with it. I uploaded the song the day before the deadline. And there were already videos that had like 16,000 views because this is a big thing. But mine had like 2. And
I know that feeling.
The very next day, the deadline, which happened to be my birthday, the very next day, December 15th, I'm sitting there. They're going to announce it at 3 p.m. And I'm standing in the living room, just pacing back and forth, waiting. And next thing you know, at 3:30, they were 30 minutes late. And I was like, what's going on? I get a notification on my phone, and then another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, lines of them. And I said, what is this? I look on the channel, and they picked me.
Yeah.
Out of 1 million followers, just about.
1 million. Wow. That's
Wow,
awesome.
dude.
Pretty much. Like, I don't know how many entries, but pretty much I worked with Markiplier, a bunch of the big YouTubers, some people that have even been in trends recently. I don't know if you're like on TikTok, if you've seen that one sound with the Stranger Things, Chrissy Wake Up,
Yeah.
that one train. I worked with the guys that made that.
No shit.
And a bunch of other stuff. But we got the song uploaded. It's on Spotify right now, The Barrel. And I think it's right now, I think on Spotify, like over 3 million.
Whoa. I can only dream. How about you, man?
Well, dude, let me tell you a little funny thing. Okay, so I went pretty much viral on TikTok. I did. No lie.
Dang.
I had like 1.4 million views on a song. I had like 70-some thousand views, like so many comments, likes. Like, I think after like a couple of my videos, man, I had close to like a million likes, like a bunch of stuff. Well, I tried to create a video one day, and they said it was inappropriate. I didn't think it was inappropriate.
Were you in the shower?
No. It was just a funny video, and they completely banned me. Like,
what?
And I was sitting in the back of my boss man's work seat. I was like, oh, and he was like, what? I was like, oh no. And he was like, what? And I just showed him my phone. He was like, dude, no way. I was like, I was in the back seat. What could I have done so bad? I was like, all I did was take a video and stitch it with another one and just laughed, and they completely like banned me.
Was there anything patriotic about it?
No, it was just a funny video, man. Like, I just like.
Did you say any curse words in it?
No, that's
Nothing?
the thing.
Damn it, no, he did not.
Tried, damn, I did not. I did not. I was simply like, the video happened, and I just turned. I was like that, and I got blocked, and I was like,
oh my
I
god.
was banned from Facebook 53 times. But anyway,
I thought you'd catch on like after like the 20.
I didn't care. I
that.
set up a second Facebook in case I had to get to all my business pages.
Always got to have a plan B.
Yeah,
Always got to have a plan B.
They caught on, not just to me, but to people that were doing that. So Facebook actually started authenticating.
Right.
So you could not have that second Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is. Joshua, let's stay on you. You did an amazing, patriotic, and locally grounded video that I just really paid attention to for the first time. And it's a good video. It's a good song. You want to lead us into it?
Yes. This song, my dad wrote it a long time ago. And there's been many different recordings of it, but we just took another listen to it. And after everything, like I produced and everything, and we were like, this song just needs to come back. It's a powerful song. The world needs it in this time. And it's just a really special song with a powerful meaning. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Awesome. Thank you, Joshua. Here we go.
See the rising sun. They look across the valley at the army celebrating how they won. When their battle pain was over, they raised the banner high. We can know the joy they lived in, every moment that old glory's in the sky. There you'll see the greatest sacrifice, and all their love lives in those stars and stripes. Will you stand and hope for your faith to be strong, so freedom goes on? freedom and peace, goodwill toward all, heaven on earth. Millions have given their lives. They took their final stand to make sure the voice of freedom could be heard by their fellow man. I believe America found this dream in another battle fought hard and strong. On a hill so far away, a standard was raised. Freedom goes on. Standing on the mountain, we see the rising sun. On a cross of wood he's dying. In his final tears he's crying, it is done. When his battle pain was over, the Father raised him high. We can know the joy he lived in when he saw this country's future in his eyes. Oh, there you'll see the greatest sacrifice, and all his love lives in those scars and stripes. Will you stand and hope for your faith to be strong? So freedom goes on. Will you stand and hope for your faith to be strong? So freedom goes on. Be sure America's freedom goes on.
All right, good job, loving it.
Sure, dude.
Thank you.
That was awesome, man.
So obviously locally based. So why don't you tell us about the setup, the reason for the song, the meaning? No
Yeah,
pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
yeah. So we were originally like, once the song was recorded and everything, we obviously wanted to put a video to it, and there's tons of B-roll, you can find it online and everything, of American patriotism. But we thought we wanted this to be local. We want it to be special for the whole world, but especially something in this community to be grounded in and everything. So my dad knew this place in Roanoke Rapids, the museum, Marine Corps Museum. I can't place my name if that's the exact name of it, but it is like a museum for the military. And we went there, we talked to the man, the general at the end. You saw I shook his hand, or I saluted him there. He runs the place, I'm pretty sure, and he let us come in there and film. He welcomed us, and it was just a really special environment for it. There's so much history in there. You guys definitely, anyone watching this, you want to go and see some nice military history, anything you just want to go and take a look at. It's really special place. But the meaning of the song, you can kind of see it has two halves to it. Like the first half being America, the military. But my dad got that idea. The Lord dropped that idea in him. He saw the connection with Jesus on the cross and how he gave his life, just like all of our boys, our men and women give their lives to serve this country. He gave his life to serve us, to give us freedom. This, like they provide us our freedom. We wouldn't be here without both of them. And I just think it's a really powerful connection that it brings both parties together. It brings the Christian community, religious community, and the military community, and it's just a very powerful connection, I think, there to both of it. But definitely, we wanted to Mr. J.D. Carver. I don't know if you guys know him. A lot of people in this community do know Mr. J.D., but He's almost 101 years old. And
Lord have
he's a veteran.
mercy on my soul. I could even imagine.
I don't know.
He is, I think he is almost 101 years old. And that man, he is one of the nicest men you could ever know. And he's
Does
really
he
big.
man that museum? Is that where you met him?
No, we've known him for a very long time, but it was the old,
Obviously.
yeah, it was the old man in the chair. We went to his house to film. We wanted to give him that. He was so happy. Like once we told him, he loved the video. He loved the message of the video. And we asked him if he would like to be in the video, and he was overjoyed, man. I wish you could have seen his face. But we got some pictures with him, and we just really wanted him to be in that.
That's all that matters, man. Is when you see the little stuff that lights other people up, like it's like, yeah, you know that
It just touches them.
You know, like, man, what I normally do is like I get old guitars and stuff, and when I play festivals and stuff like that, man, like I'll take a first act guitar, like a $50 guitar, and put it on my neck, and I'll play like halfway through a song. I won't even have to play it in, but I'll see a kid in the crowd or something, and I'll play through it and give it, you know, all I got. And I'll take it off at the end of the song, and I'll hand it to him, and it's just like
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's like Jason Aldean giving it to him, and he's like, dude, you're my biggest fan. Can you please sign my guitar? You know, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
man. When you tell people like, hey man, I want you to be a part of this, you just don't know how much that means to them, man. When they feel like, damn, man, you know, I was a part of that, you know.
It is the best. It's the best thing.
Yeah.
Like me personally, like I'm into a lot of like the kind of DJing, like performances in terms of like concerts, like the hype and everything, and every high
that's how I
energy.
am, like,
But honestly, when it gets right down to it, moments like that, it beats any hype. It beats anything when you know that you can touch even just one person on a personal level.
man, that's what me and my band actually had that same conversation at practice the other night. We said, man, have you ever noticed that you could play in front of 500,000 people and you could have fun, but them shows that you have them 30 to 40 people at, that's the ones that you really just feel like you connect with, you know, because it's just you and that crowd. And in that moment, there's nothing that can come between y'all. Like you could play till 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's just you and that crowd. It's the energy. You feed off of that crowd, they feed off of you, man. It's just there, you know.
And it's like you can connect with them on a personal level. Once it gets to like 100, 200, 300, 400,000 even, it's just an ocean at that point, a blur.
You know, and
but it's when you can look them in the eye individually and just see a tear fall from the eye. That single person.
It is.
It's just special.
It is. All right. You know what? You guys gave me the great intro. I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about the Gallery Theater because we have some things coming up that I really want people to know about. First up, coming up, registration. You can check it out on the Gallery Theater Ahosky's Facebook page. But what's coming up is the Youth Summer Workshop. Okay. Now, it may just seem like words on a flyer, but what it is almost 60 years without missing a beat, except for COVID, that we have opened the theater to the community in the form of the children.
Wow.
I have met so many people that not even from this area, that have said to me, you know what, I've been on this stage, this is my theater. So if you have a young person, like the person directing this, Colleen Curley, grew up on the stage of the Gallery Theater. And here's another thing that we do for the community. We have opened up the theater for a monthly community talent competition. Winner gets $100, but it's not about the money. It's about giving the people that don't have or never have performed or even experienced artists. As we lose venues, it gives them a stage. Like Lucas has made this his home. Lucas Ireland is now on our board of directors at the Gallery Theater in Ahosky. You remember the sound for the multicultural? Okay, it wasn't bad. Him and Brandon have taken it to the level where when we had Donna Dixon, the gospel singer,
Right.
she actually messaged us. She sent us an email at the Gallery Theater. She goes, I have played all over America. She goes, every time somebody says they have a great sound, you actually do. And I thought that was a really nice compliment for the sound at the Gallery
Wow,
Theater.
that's awesome.
So we've come a long way even since you were on stage at the multicultural event.
Wow.
Yes,
Lucas is great, man. Lucas, you know, and I grew up watching Lucas. You know,
Mhm.
and I've talked about that before on the show. You know, when I was 12 years old, Lucas was in a band with my cousin. My cousin was the drummer for Modified. And that was when I really, that's when I really started developing a love for music was with Lucas. You know, when I'd sit in the other room and just hear them practice, and I'd have a little guitar on me, and I'd just sit there and I wouldn't even have no chords, you know. I just sit there and strum it and just act like I was in it, man. And when they get done with practice, they walk in there and they show me how to do da da da, you know, like Simple Man or something like that. And I'd practice and practice and practice, and I couldn't wait till next week. And I was like, "Hey, Lucas, come here. I want to show you this." And I play it. Lucas like, "Damn, that's actually pretty good." He's like, "All right, I want you to try this next." And like, you know, and it just developed, man. I just grew in love with Lucas, man. And I still go to Lucas to this day, you know, as far as my songwriting, as far as advice.
Oh,
you know.
heck yeah.
I got him on speed dial, man. Lucas, if you're watching, I love you. And
Oh, he's watching. Lucas, and Lucas has done two things for the theater. Number one, he's made it his home and
Right.
taken the sound from here to, oh my goodness. But
he's
what I
smart,
think,
man, with it.
what Lucas enjoys the most is cultivating
Community.
the people,
Yeah.
giving them help and
Exactly.
guidance, and that's what he's enjoying. So remember, check the Gallery Theater out on Facebook at Gallery Theater Ahoskie. I mean, it is an active theater, by the way. We just signed, we just made a deal to have Indian Outlaw.
Cool.
That is the Tim McGraw tribute band. They'll be coming November 4th to the Gallery Theater. And the winner of the last talent competition, which is 14-year-old Fletcher White, is going to open for them so he gets stage experience.
Wow, man.
The winner of the first talent competition was a 17-year-old little girl who sang the theme song to Laverne and Shirley and just belted out an Adele song the other day. So the theater.
Did you say a 7-year-old or a 17-year-old?
7.
Wow. I would love to
Yes,
see video
if
of that.
you,
That I
go
would
to
love
the-
to see.
Go to the Rumble. I think you're part of Rumble now because
Yeah.
we're on Rumble. Go to the Gallery Theater Ahoskie. I just posted the talent competition. If you don't want to watch everyone else, which there's some funny stuff in there and some great performers, go to the end. This little girl, after crying, runs over to the piano where her piano teacher is able to compose herself and belts out Adele.
Oh yeah, that was incredible.
I don't know Adele. I'm sorry.
Was it the new one like the what's it?
It's three words. Who am I? Am I? Who am I not?
My favorite Adele song is "Hello." I love that song.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I love that song, man.
All right. So speaking of really good artists, there's been a lot of independent artists that took a chance on letting us play their music. You know, we had like 12 listeners, 50 listeners. Now we average about 4,000 or more listeners in the area and some overseas and all around the world. One of the people was an independent artist, Jayne Denham from Australia. She cranks. Pam, did you check her out on YouTube?
Oh yeah, I got down a rabbit hole of her music videos last night. So yeah, I really enjoyed them.
Right.
You made me famous in Australia one time. You remember
I
that?
did. Well, they still play on Australia.
This one time in Australia.
Yeah, I had Jonesy. You met Jonesy, right? You met Jonesy? Was he on with you, Pam? The guy from Australia?
Yeah.
Jonesy has
Absolutely.
Australian Radio Indie, and he asked me out of the blue. He goes, I love Eric Dunlow. Can I get his music? So I reach out to Eric. I'm like, hey, can Jonesy play? He's like, yeah. And he ruled the school over there.
Nice.
It was off of
I love how we make connections like that.
I know. But anyway, Jayne Denham, I follow her. She communicates with me. Jayne, if you're watching, I know you're busy. She's an amazing country artist from Australia, hangs out here in America, Nashville sometimes. and she met a guy that you and I had dealings with, Colt Ford. You were at the birthday bash for 99.3 The Bull. And I was the sucker that coordinated the whole thing, including Colt Ford's bus getting stuck in the mud and getting Tony to find farm equipment to haul it out of there.
Only in a husky, baby. Only in a husky.
One of my fondest memories is at the end of that day, he was closing. I walked up on the actual stage. I was behind the scenes, but right there. I was so tired, I could barely move. And yet the lights and him closing the show, and I looked out and I saw thousands of faces just right there having a great time. That was a good moment in time. Yeah. It made the whole day worthwhile. Anyway, Jayne Denham has a song out called Moonshine featuring, that's right,
Colt Ford.
Colt Ford.
When I give you this kiss, like moonshine hitting your lips.
I remember that first step on my lips, yeah. I remember that punch, that kick, that summer high. Yeah, nothing's even come close until tonight. On your back porch, pull me in close. Electric touch, like a rush, like a dose of moonshine. Like clear corn liquor, got nothing on your midnight kiss. The way it feels like that white lightning knocked me over the first time. When I tasted that buzz around your love, it hits me like moonshine.
Back over headlights, let's get it.
You go straight to my head, can't get out of bed till noon. Hung overhead, kinda need a heavy head to pour up you. I hate that I need it, but damn it, I love it. This feeling, it just might make me go blind. Baby, you set my body on fire like moonshine. Like clear corn liquor, got nothing on your midnight kiss. The way it feels like that white lightning knocked me over the first time. When I tasted that buzz around your love, it hits me like moonshine.
Girl, when I give you this kiss, kinda like moonshine hitting your lips. Slow dance hands hugging on your hips. Back road headlights, let's get it. We can get lost out back, dirt road to moonlight. Little me, little you, jar and get right. Forget the whole world, just you and me. Lost in each other, nobody can see.
Your love hits me like moonshine, knocks me over like moonshine. Your love hits me like moonshine, moonshine, moonshine. Moonshine, that clear corn liquor, got nothing on your midnight kiss. The way it feels like that white lightning knocked me over the first time. When I tasted that buzz around your love, it hits me like moonshine. Your love hits me like moonshine, knocks me over like moonshine. Your love hits me like moonshine, moonshine, moonshine.
That's cool, man. She's got Colt Ford in that thing.
I know, right?
That's freaking awesome.
I messaged you. I'm like, I know Colt Ford.
Colt's a great guy, man.
Is it? But you know what is funny? I got the funniest Colt Ford story. Okay.
Oh God.
He came. I don't know. It was probably late morning. He was the headliner, right? By then, I was dealing with vendors and who was plugged in, electric, and all that stuff.
That's the fun stuff.
And then the next thing you know, his bus pulls in, and it rained for like 3 days. He gets stuck in the mud. So as I'm trying to get somebody to help me, like Tony with farm equipment, he gets out of his bus, and I happen to be there. One of the volunteers, because I wrangled 35 volunteers to help with that show. He asked one of the volunteers, "Can I get a ride to Bojangles? I want chicken and biscuits."
one of the songs.
I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, really?
He wants to go to the high-speed of Bojangles. Like, that's the same place I go every morning.
What's the one with, Bojangles is Popeye and Biscuits, or would it have been Bojangles? I get confused.
Either one. I think both of them so chicken.
What was open back then? Was it Popeyes or it was
No,
Bojangles?
it was Bojangles. Yeah.
Because it was right at the stream. You know the stream where the fish back there?
Yeah.
You guys don't know. It's the amphitheater in Hosky, where in theory would be a great place to have music if it wasn't for the flooding, the electrical problems, and the town. But anyway,
remember the North Carolina first responders?
That's on my do not enter list.
And the problems I went through with the town trying to get that.
Yes, yeah, they don't make it easy.
Well, they're local first responders.
Exactly right. So Jayne, if you thank you so much for permission to play that video. It was a good video.
I loved it.
Great,
Really good.
Nice song.
Amazing.
Yeah, and Colt, if you remember me, probably not. But anyway, hi.
I want to take a ride through the country with you, dog.
Exactly right. All right, so someone start a topic. We got about 7 minutes to close. So who wants to talk about what? What do you got going on?
I'll tell you what, I want to ask you guys a question.
Oh.
What's your favorite part? You know, when you have them good shows, like them sure enough packed house shows, what's the number one thing that you remember from it? Is it the energy? Is it, just certain little parts from the show, certain songs, because everybody's different. And I always love asking people this question, like when you play a show and it's just one-and-ones, because everybody plays shows, but when you have them ones, like them ones that you just like, damn, I wish I could do that again. What's the part that really makes you love it?
Well, you said it right when you said energy.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that it's not necessarily, oh, this was a great guitar solo, or the drummer was really on that night, or like, I don't remember stuff like that. I remember that energy I felt.
The crowd and the faces.
The crowd and the faces are just, with the band's really in a good groove that night. Sometimes it can just not have anything to do with the audience at all. It's just the band's in a good energy, or it could be that back and forth thing with the audience. But when the band is in a groove and the energy is there and everything is just hitting, even if you make a mistake, because the mistakes are not important, it's where you can come back together as a band and take the people on a ride, and they wouldn't even recognize it as being a mistake. You knew the song wasn't meant to go that way, but your band was like right there. Those are the nights that I remember.
Yeah.
I've always
said, I feel like the performers, they feed off the crowd. It's like a vice versa type thing. The band goes on stage, they've got that energy. All right, it's like a step one. You go up there with that energy, like we're gonna party, we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna throw down. You might have that crowd to where you play 7 or 8 songs and all you get is a woo.
Yep.
And then you got the second set. About halfway through the second set is when the crowd wants to get involved.
I hate that.
And then about the end of
That's
the
when
song,
they've had
ready to
drinks.
party. And you're like, wow, I've already done these songs, but and then it's just like,
pause for the cause.
the crowd gets involved in the second set, and you're like, all right, guys, we've done all our songs, so we're gonna have to start pulling from the first set again. It's like, oh my God, I don't care. But you also had them crowds to where you got there the first song and you are, it's just in it. And then all of a sudden, like by the third song, you got a crowd in front of you. You're like, okay, this is gonna be pretty fun. Like this is gonna be the one. And by the end of the night, man, like we played a show probably a month and a half ago at Hereford Bay Tap House. We went there and it was probably about 40 or 50 people in there when we first started. Ashton Bass, Scotia.
What's up, buddy? What's up, Ashton?
Love you, dude.
Ashton, the front man from the country band. I said Skosh when I first saw it.
Yeah, I kept saying Scotia. But no, we, going back to what I said, we played a show a couple probably about a month and a half ago at Hurt Bay Tap House, man. We went there. It was probably 40 to 60 people in there when we first started. So like, all right, this is cool, dude. This is gonna be fun. Halfway the first set, man, we've got that crowd and it's like packed, and we're like, oh, cool. All right, this is gonna be fun. Like this is gonna be the one.
Now you realize that's the same with theater.
Yeah.
When you do a play, whether it's a musical or a drama or a comedy, Joshua will tell you, we didn't have as many people as we should have for an Elvis play, but the energy was there.
Look, I don't care if you play in front of 10 people, you play in front of 10,000 people. Them same 10 people, if they are in your face and they are just in you, I mean, just in there, you're going to have just as much fun with them 10 people as you will 10,000 people in it.
Absolutely.
And it goes back, man, we played that show. By the end of the night, it was so packed where, like, it was just, like, shoulder to shoulder in there. And I feel like, me and the band we sat down, we talked about it after the show, probably 30 minutes. We're like, man, I feel like we could have played till 5 o'clock in the morning and that crowd would have been there. Because that crowd, I've always said it feeds, you feed off them, they feed off of you. The longer you're in their face and you're in it, the longer they're in your face, it's just like,
your face!
Time don't exist. It's like, in your face. Time just don't exist, man. And that's the crowds that, you look back 5 years from now, you're like, damn, I remember that show.
You mean kind of like I was trying to play one of your nostalgic videos and you were tormenting your own soul?
Let's clarify this. Tim was trying to play a video from when I first started.
He was in diapers.
I was still in diapers, had sunglasses on my bed. Like, I was wet behind the ears. I was like, dude, that was like 6 years ago. Like,
God, 6 years isn't that long.
I know, right? That's so long ago.
Yeah, but as a musician, it feels like yesterday, but you're like, damn. Wow.
Exactly. All right, so guys, we only got a few minutes left. Is there anything you want to say? Because we're going to be sayonara-ing it in a second. Is that a word?
Thank y'all.
Sayonara.
Thank you all.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Thank y'all guys for talking with me. I've enjoyed it. We got to do it
Yeah,
again.
it was really great.
Thanks
Fun.
everybody for tuning in, because you never know
Oh,
what'll
exactly.
happen.
And if you missed it, guys, it's going to be on YouTube, but it's going to be in edited form on rumble.com under What's Happening Entertainment.
Nice.
Edited.
What's happening?
We're out. Thank you.
Love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Thank y'all guys.
Oops.